What's up, everybody? What's up, Detroit sports fans? This your boy DC1 of the 313XP, man. Just wanted to come here and talk about right quick. As you know, I don't know, a lot of people's not baseball fans has not been following Detroit Tigers. Um, as you know, been keeping up with the Tigers for the time being. Um, so Tigers again lose again. Um, Yesterday afternoon was an early morning game, 11:35 game. It was on Peacock, which probably a lot of people didn't watch. So they do an early Sunday kickoff, um, lead off, I should say, on Peacock. Early morning game started at 11:30. Um, yeah, I watched that majority of the game yesterday. Tigers Tigers had a 5-3 lead in the ninth with 2 outs away for winning the game, and instead, they gave up a single, gave us some more hits, and Arizona came back. They took the lead and never, and didn't give it up. That just shows why Arizona was a good team, and why they lead their division in the National League West for a reason. Um, Detroit Tigers again is struggling. This continues, has not won a game in the month of June yet, which there was one game out of first place before entering in June, May 31st, and the Tigers ever since then, they have been struggling. They've been struggling big time. The Tigers just can't produce to get any runs for some reason. They just couldn't get no runs in. They one of the worst offensive teams in baseball. They've had a couple of shutouts. Now Tigers on a 9-game losing streak. So it's not going to get even easier either. As of tonight, the Tigers at home will play against the Atlanta Braves. Atlanta Braves, another team in the National League East, leading their division, one of the best teams in baseball. Tigers, they got it tough, man. This is not pretty good. It's not good at all. But the good thing is that the Detroit Tigers our division is so bad. Minnesota, they're even at 500, leading the division. Cleveland and Chicago White Sox, the two teams that passed us up because we was in second place before this 9-game losing streak hasn't happened. So we're now currently in fourth. But just think Kansas City is so bad, worse than us, record-wise. But we're like 6 games, like 5.5, 6 games out for first place in the division. So the Tigers still in striking distance, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. We just thank God that Tigers got a chance, saying, for that division, because the division is just so bad, So yeah, in the midst of that 9-game losing streak, we're losing some of our key players of especially Riley Green. He went down, missing barely out. And then we still haven't had our main good pitchers as well, Arado Rodriguez and Tariq Scoble and Matt Manny. Definitely, hopefully, look for those guys to come back. And it's the good news. I was just listening. Got a little update that Tariq Scoble and Matt Manny, those guys, they are rehabbing, and so they're looking forward to seeing them coming back soon. So hopefully, we can, the Tigers can get this bats going. Turn this thing around. I mean, still a season left. We haven't got to the All-Star break yet. All-Star break is next month. Tigers got it tough. They got it tough. Like I said, they got this tough 3-game series tonight against the Atlanta Braves. And then they got to go to Minnesota, which they're capable. I believe they're capable of beating Minnesota, but we just got get our bats going. And then our pitching, it's been pretty decent. I'm not gonna say it's been god awful. It's been pretty decent. Our bullpen, as far as the starting pitching, our bullpen It's been struggling a little lately, especially Alex Lang. Um, had two blown saves. Just even in yesterday's game, another blown save. Um, Tigers was 2 outs away, so they just ran against some tough teams. Like I said, we had the opportunity to sweep the White Sox. We lost that one, and then we went to Philly. Has chances to win, beat Phillies. Phillies is a tough team, one of the good teams in the National League East. I believe they're second place behind the Atlanta Braves. Then playing against one of the best teams in the National League West is Arizona Diamondbacks. So Tigers had a tough stretch. It's not easier, like I said, against the Atlanta Braves. So it's not looking good. Also, too, when talk about, man, Javi Baez, man. Javi Baez, he's back to struggling again. Javi Baez is not good. He's not playing good, and I see why Tigers fans are booing. They saying, why are we paying this guy this type of money and he's not producing on a consistent basis? Your guess is good as mine, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand Javi Baez. I don't. Get yesterday's game, his final at bat. I mean, he was swinging at a ball. It was low. That easily could have been ball, but he swung and he got struck out. I just don't understand with Javi Baez what he been thinking when he getting on the plate. My guess is good as yours. For all the Tigers fans out there. Some people was calling him to send him down to Toledo. So send him down to Erie, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think AJ Hinch may have to bench him again. That's just my opinion. Maybe bench him again, and hopefully that helps out. But when he got benched the first time, he came off the bench and got back in the starting rotation. He was playing hot, especially in the month of May. So and then we got younger guys, like the Rogers and McKinstry, what I'm saying? Those guys, you're not going to expect them to do, be consistent all the time. There's a bunch of young guys. These are guys that Scott Harris brought in. So it's not like it was an Al Avila project, what I'm saying? So even though the Al Avila project was horrible, and Scott Harris is doing the things to work to try to get this Tigers team going. So I mean, people say, oh, Scott Harris, he's messing things up already, but you have to understand, man, the Tigers at this point right now, they are retooling things, as we talk about what the Pistons doing with Troy Weaver, retooling, restoring, and how Brad Holmes and Detroit Lions is retooling, restoring. Same with Steve Eisman, retooling, restoring with our franchises. Same thing with Scott Harris. That's what it's come down to, man. Scott Harris, he came here. He had a lot of success with the San Francisco Giants. He brought his culture over here to help build this Tigers franchise back to relevancy. And, we just have to be patient, Tigers, we're missing one of our best key players, especially with Riley Green. Riley Green is one of our best player outside Miguel Cabrera. Even though Cabrera is his last season, Riley Green is one of our best player we have, and he's out. So, that kind of affect our offense and somewhat in our defense. So, I just be saying, man, the Tigers, like I said, the struggles right now. Just let's hope, the Detroit Tigers, they can turn things around, and hopefully they can win some games to get back in the winning streak. Maybe it could be tonight. So maybe it could surprise to be in Atlanta. So we'll see. Actually, myself and the guys of Breed and Noma's J, we would definitely be down there tonight for the Atlanta Tigers and Atlanta Braves game. So we definitely check our special edition of the 313 Rappaport. We definitely gonna be out there for the Tigers game. So win or lose, we're gonna be out there, just having fun, just give you some some content is out there. So yeah, so make sure y'all check that out, man. So like I said, we'll be down there tonight. So it's gonna be a fun experience with myself, Breed, and Noah's J. So yeah, so check us out, man. We down there tonight, yeah, man. So Detroit Tigers, man, it's been a struggle right now. Can they turn things around? It remains to be seen. Like I said, our division is just so bad. We haven't fighting shot. So that's what it comes down to. If our division was just like the National League West or AL East or something like that, yeah, we have no chance. But since we're in the Central, Minnesota is 500. They in first place, and they've been struggling. Same with Cleveland. Same with the White Sox. Kansas City is just Kansas City. It is what it is with them. So Tigers still have a shot. They should have a shot for the division. They're 5.5, 6 games out as of right now. They still have a shot. They got to get guys healthy, and they got to start hitting the ball. They got to get them bats going. People want to blame AJ Hinch. People want to blame is the players. Like I said, me personally, I'm not blaming AJ Hinch. I'm not blaming. He's working with what he has. His key guys is hurt. We got young guys. So I'm not putting the blame on AJ Hinch. I'm not putting the blame on him. He doing what he could do. I know some Tigers fans want to put the blame on AJ Hinch, but I'm not putting the blame on him. These players got to go out here and step up. They got to hit the ball. They got to be consistency. So that's what it's come down to. So yeah. So I just wanted to come in and bring it to y'all right quick on the Detroit Tigers, man. Tell me how y'all feel about it. Make sure y'all put in the comments how y'all feel the Detroit Tigers have an opportunity, still can win, turn things around, and compete to try to get in first place for the division, or do you think the Tigers is going to win, to lose about 90 some games, 100 games, or maybe less than that? Tell me how y'all feel about it. Make sure y'all put in the chat. Put in the comments, excuse me, and tell me how y'all feel about the Detroit Tigers, man. How y'all feeling so far? Hey, y'all been keeping up with them? Let's learn, like to hear from y'all, man. So make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe to our YouTube channel of D313XP. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. We also will be starting our TikTok account, and we're gonna be posting stuff on our Twitter account as well. So make sure y'all do that. Spread the word out. We're gonna be having some more special guests is going to be on our show. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Look at our content. So it's going to be fun and exciting. So definitely, this is your boy DC1 D313XP. We out of here. Peace out.